All right, guys, so when you think of Anker, you think of phone chargers, phone charging bricks, MagSafe battery packs, and all these different kinds of charging accessories primarily. Well, today we're looking at something completely brand new from Anker, and this is the Anker magnetic phone case with a ring stand. So, to talk about this one, the price on it is $29.99, and I will leave links down in the description below for you guys to check it out for yourself. So, let's get into the box. So, basically, white packaging all the way around here on the front. Anker Live Charge, world's #1 mobile charging brand. Now, again, this is not a charger, this is a case. So, looking on the back, you just get a little bit more information about Anker, fast charging, 12-month hassle-free warranty, and the choice of 80 million plus users worldwide. Basically the same thing that you get on all Anker packaging, and down here it does say that it is the Anker magnetic phone case with ring stand. Now this does only come for the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro at the time of shooting this video. So that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and open it up. Now I have been using this for a few days now, and I've really been enjoying this case, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So very simple presentation. You just kind of get the box right there and your case in here and nothing else. So we'll put that over there, and your case is in this little plastic sleeve. So we pull it out, and here we go. So as you can see, it does have that ring stand here, which we will talk about here shortly. A little bit of Anker branding down here at the bottom, and it looks like a little bit right there on the corners of the camera ring. I kind of could go without seeing those right there, especially with the big Anker branding down here. But what I would like to see is this Anker get taken away. And if this gets taken away, then you can kind of just leave those two there, and that's fine. It's almost not noticeable. But a lot of branding here at the bottom for my taste, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Now, you do get your MagSafe magnetic phone stand ring here, as well as what looks to be a little bit of an alignment magnet right there. And you do have your camera bump guard right there, as well as raised corners over here on all three sides, except for where the camera ring is, and that'll help protect the back of the case from getting scratched up and things like that. Now, taking a look on the inside, you do get your nice big MagSafe magnet right there, and you get just this TPE style material going all the way around the inside of the case, and your buttons do have metal, but they're flat, so you don't have to worry about them scratching up your phone or the buttons on your phone. Now in here, you do get kind of these divots around each corner, and that'll help with some shock absorption for your iPhone. So let's go ahead and bring over our scale. We'll weigh it, we'll see how thick the case is, and then we'll put it on our phone. So we are in pounds and ounces. Let's go ahead and bring that to grams. All right, so weighing this, the Anker case is 50 grams. So it's a little bit on the heavier side, but it doesn't feel terribly heavy in your hands. It has a very nice and sort of rounded style around it, and holding it has been very comfortable actually. So 50 grams on this one. Now let's take a look at how thick it is. Here, let's bring over our caliper. Okay, so going from front to back, we are looking at 12.1 millimeters thick, and from inside to outside, we are looking at 2.7 millimeters thick. So a little bit on the thicker side as far as going from inside to outside, but again, it feels very comfortable in the hand to hold, and at least I haven't really had any issues of this case feeling too thick or too bulky. So let's go ahead and bring over our black titanium 15 Pro Max. We'll slap it in here and see how that click is. So let's listen out for that. Very nice click onto the corners. Now let's check out how those corners feel. First click there, 2, 3, and 4. So very nice click onto all 4 corners. This case is definitely on there fairly securely, and you definitely don't have to worry about it coming off of your phone if you were to drop it. So taking a look at how the sides are, they do have a little bit of give going around here, but you have to give it a good bit of force to kind of get them to move. So I wouldn't be too terribly worried about that right there. And around the buttons, of course, you are going to get a little bit more give there. Bottom is decent. I would like to see it a little bit stiffer at the bottom, but it doesn't have any issues of being, molded or anything, so you will be good to go. It's not going to lose its original shape. And same thing with the top. The bottom and the top I would like to see be about as stiff as the sides are, but again, nothing to really worry about over here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that screen and camera protection. So let me go ahead and wipe my screen down because I got a whole bunch of little dots and stuff on here, all that. So I am using a tempered glass screen protector on my iPhone, a full coverage one. And if you can see right there, you do have a pretty good screen lip, especially on the corners, especially going around the top and the bottom. So you can definitely feel free to set this down on pretty much any surface and not have to worry about it getting scratched up or your screen, anything like that. Even with a screen protector, you do get some coverage there, so you'll be good to go. And same thing for the camera ring right there. You have a very nice, very proper camera bump right there, so you can definitely set it down on pretty much any surface. Same thing with the screen, and you will be good to go. Now also, those little legs right there do help, and if you guys can see those here, they are raised up a little bit right there, and one right there. They definitely help with protecting the camera as well as protecting the back of your phone. So let's go ahead and take a look at the sides of the case, and then we'll get into this stand. So taking a look at the top of the case, it is completely closed in. On the left-hand side, you do have your volume up and down buttons as well as your action button there, and some grip ridges right there. So it does have ergonomic grip on here, and these grips really, really do help out with this case being not slippery at all, and we'll talk about that here shortly. But let's listen to how those buttons sound. Very nice, very clicky buttons. The only thing about these buttons that I would like fixed is that they do rattle a little bit when you shake the phone, but you definitely have to shake it to hear them rattle. When you tap around, you don't really feel any movement. But let's listen to how they sound. They do rattle a little bit. Hopefully the microphone picked that up, but it has a very slight rattle. Now, moving along to the bottom of the case, you do get accurate microphone and speaker cutouts, as well as a nice wide open USB Type-C port, which let's go ahead and bring over also our Anker cable, and we'll plug this in here and see how it is. So there we are charging, and you definitely have a good bit of room in there for your thicker head cables, so you don't have to worry about any of your thicker cables not fitting into this case. And moving along to the right-hand side, we are greeted with some of those grips right there, which if you run your finger across them, you can definitely feel them. So they are pretty prominent, very comfortable to hold, and you just have your power button right there. So talking about those grips, definitely when you hold the phone in your hand just like this, you can feel the grips along your fingers and along your palm, and they very, very much help with providing very good grip on this case and make sure that it is not slippery. Now, with this material here, let me put that back in position. We're not there yet. Put that back here. So with this material on the back, it is a very soft touch kind of feeling material, so it's not super slippery, and that goes all the way around, as well as with these grips, when you're holding it, you can hold it very confidently and not have to worry about this slipping out of your hand. So that's an excellent, excellent touch. And moving along to the back, let's talk about this stand, which in my opinion is kind of the highlight of this entire case. So you've seen a lot of cases, and some even on my channel, with just this little O-ring stand right here. It opens up, just like this, so you can set your phone down this way or this way, and you will be good to go. But what I really like about this is, number one, it rotates 360 degrees, but also different from what I've heard with some of the other cases and what I've experienced myself is you can hear a click into each individual position. So it really helps keep that position when you want it. Listen to this. Very nice, very smooth clicks. It doesn't get stuck at all. It feels very good to move around and very sturdy. And when you do set your phone down on here, you can tap it around and it keeps its form, which is really nice. And what's great is instead of using your phone in landscape like this, if you want to get that little extra bit of security, because of course, holding it on some cases like this, it may start to tip over. You don't have to worry about it with this one because you can just set it completely horizontally like this. First of all, you get different angles, but second of all, it's there to really provide with that sturdiness of the case laying down or sitting in whatever position you want it to. When you're watching your content, you can obviously tap around and you are good to go. So I really, really like the fact that you can just kind of turn this and pretty much use your phone in whatever angle you want without any issues whatsoever. whether you want to extend it all the way or you want it at a pretty decent angle, you're good to go. So I've been absolutely loving this stand specifically on this case, and you can close it in any position, doesn't matter. So when you're closed like this, it feels the exact same, and of course you can rotate it just like this. So especially for those of you that like to fidget, this may be something kind of fun, but it might annoy your coworkers or your family, so just be careful with that, them constantly hearing that, you know, that might annoy them. But either way, no problems with that. I've been loving the stand. I've been using it all the time. Even if when I'm just sitting here by my desk, I'll have this just like that over off to the side, and no worries. If I decide to eat some food or something and want to watch some YouTube on my iPhone, you can just kind of stand it up like that. There's literally infinite ways you can stand this phone and it'll be good to go. So I've really, really been enjoying this stand on this case. So let's go ahead and move on to the MagSafe test, which is also something that's very good because the MagSafe on this is pretty strong. So let's start off with our Apple MagSafe battery pack. Put that on. Now, one thing I did notice specifically with the Apple MagSafe battery pack is that for some reason you do not get the animation with it. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's just too much of a distance between the MagSafe rings, but it does stick on there very well. And now, aside from the fact that it will turn because of that little click mechanism, if you sit here and you got to kind of give it a good bit of force for that to start moving on, because you start to just slide it like that, it's not going anywhere. You got to give it some force for that to come off, which I really do like about that, because a lot of the time, especially with Apple's leather MagSafe wallet, not all cases and case back materials do the best with it. So that is definitely something to note. You won't get that MagSafe animation, but it will still stick on here and it'll be good to go. Now, moving along to the Apple MagSafe battery pack, when you put that on, you do get the MagSafe animation with this. So I'm not exactly sure why the Apple MagSafe wallet does not do it. The Apple MagSafe battery pack does. And of course, you can sit here, give it a good shake, and even shaking it like this, it's not coming off, which is another issue I've noticed with some cases. When you have an O-ring MagSafe stand like this, a lot of the time your accessories moving a little bit will pop off of it. But for this one, you definitely have to give it a decent bit of force for it to come off. So I really do like to see that, which is a very good attention to detail by Anker. And finally, moving along to our Anker 623, there we go. We can sit here, and as you can see, it's picking up the stand with no issues, and I can even rotate it. That's how you know that MagSafe is very strong, because finally I was able to get it to come off. But usually with these kind of cases, this will pop right off. Not with this one. It has been excellent for MagSafe. I've been using this case pretty much by itself for the last few days, and I have been really, really enjoying it. So of course, doing our 360-degree rotation test, you sit here, tap around, go on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, which, by the way, follow me on those platforms. Links are down in the description below. Shameless plug. But either way, you sit here and tap around and you are good to go. And of course, turning it into landscape mode and move around, click around on YouTube, watch your favorite Brian's Tech video, fast forward, rewind. You've got no issues of this case falling off the stand. Moving, like I said, it picks it up with no problem. You do have to give it a little bit of a shake for that to come off. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and talk about if I recommend this case. Now, like I said, the price on this one is $29.99. What are you getting for $30? You're getting very good MagSafe strength. You're getting a built-in kickstand. You are getting great grip going around the sides. Very nice clicky buttons. They are standalone. They are plastic buttons, but they do click very well. They have a slight rattle, but it doesn't bother me too much because using it every day, you don't really notice it. All that and a 12-month warranty. So, do I recommend the Anker magnetic phone case with the ring stand? And the answer is yes, absolutely. If you guys are looking for a kickstand case, this very well may be the best kickstand case for the iPhone, especially one that's built in with an O-ring stand, because you're not getting any kind of, messing around the camera, so you don't have to worry about your fingers touching the camera ring or any dust getting trapped in between the ring and the kickstand, which like some cases they have that there. Other cases, it may have it down here, which that just kind of looks out of place. It looks like you just have a big bar here. all of that. In here, it's nice and hidden, tucked away. You don't notice it until it's opened up. Of course, you get that little hinge, but nobody's really looking at that. All around, very, very good case. With all that being said, guys, let me know what you think about this one down in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and if you're interested in seeing another good kickstand case, I'll leave that right there. But if you want to see some really great charging accessories from Anker, I'll leave one right there.